Hi guys, it's Shamsa and welcome back to another video. Now the recipe that I'm sharing with you all today is the nation's favourite Chicken Tikka Masala, and it's so easy to make, so creamy and absolutely delicious. Let me run through what you need and then we'll start cooking. So the ingredients you're going to need are 1 kg of chicken breast, which I've cubed myself. I've got 2 medium onions, which are finely sliced, 2 fresh tomatoes, which are finely chopped. I've got a carton of double cream, which is 300 ml. I've got half a cup of oil, which equates to 118 millilitres. And I have 1 teaspoon of the following spices: turmeric, chilli powder, salt, coriander powder and garam masala. And I've got 1.5 tablespoons of dried tandoori masala. I've got 1 piece each of frozen ginger and garlic here, a 1/4 teaspoon of red food colouring, and I have these whole spices. I've got 2 bay leaves, a cinnamon stick roughly the size of my thumb, and I've got 2 whole dried chillies. So let's start cooking. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start by preheating our oven to the maximum temperature. Now mine is around 250, so we're going to let that heat up nicely. So that's done, and I'm just going to transfer the chicken into a bigger bowl. And to that I'm going to add the tandoori masala straight in and the red food colouring as well. Now the red food colouring is optional. I mean, you don't have to add it in. I think it just really gives a nice colour to the chicken pieces. And we just give it a mix like that. And make sure all of the chicken pieces are coated with that dried tandoori masala rub. So you can see that it's got that really nice dark red intense colour for tandoori chicken. And you always add the dry spices first, especially the masala and the red colouring, because that will coat the chicken really nicely. And then I'm just going to go in with a drizzle of oil just to sort of like stop it from sticking. So once that is really nicely mixed, what you need to do is take an oven tray, and I've greased that lightly with oil so it just helps it from sticking to it. And I'm just going to transfer those chicken pieces and just separate them out like that onto the tray, like so. Just flatten them out like that, and that'll just help them cook evenly. Right guys, now what I'm going to do with these is just set them aside and wait for my oven to heat up. Once that's done, I'm going to pop them into the middle shelf of the oven, and I'm going to let them cook away for 10 to 15 minutes, and I'll show you once they're done. So the first thing we're going to do is get our pot nice and hot, and then add the oil straight into that and just allow that to heat up for a few seconds. So once the oil has come up to the heat, we're going to add our bay leaf and our cinnamon stick and the dried chillies. We're just going to break them in half like that and just pop them in, and we're just going to fry these for a few seconds. And then we're going to add the onions in, and we're going to fry these until they're lightly golden brown in colour. Which I'll show you once they're done. So my onions are now nicely browned, as you can see, and I forgot to mention guys, you do need some water as well. So I've just got some water in a jug here, which I'm going to add in just to stop them cooking any further. Just like that. By the way, that was hot water straight out of a kettle, so it completely steamed my camera lens as well. Now to that I'm going to add the fresh tomatoes straight in. Oops, forgot a little bit. And the ginger garlic paste as well, or frozen cubes should I say. And all of the spices bar the garam masala. So salt, chilli powder, turmeric powder and coriander powder. And we're just going to fry that until we get rid of the rawness of the ginger and garlic, which will take about 2 minutes. And the reason why we've added the dried red chilli in there is because it adds a really nice smokiness to the dish, and you'll be able to taste that in the masala, because that aroma that chilli gives off will penetrate that masala as well. So once the garlic and ginger paste has been fried off, I'm going to turn my heat settings to a medium to low setting, and I'm going to take 1 cup of water and just add that straight in like that. Just give it a stir. And just make sure the masala is on a low simmer, and just pop the lid on and just allow that to cook away until the chicken is done for approximately 10 minutes, until all that masala is really nice and soft. The tomatoes like break down, and the onions, and we'll come back to it in about 10 minutes. Right guys, the chicken tikka has been in for 20 minutes, not 15. I totally forgot about this, but it's absolutely perfect. Looks fine. So let me just take this out now and show you guys how it looks. Turn my oven off. So there you have it. That's all nicely done. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave that to one side and finish off the masala, and then we're going to add this right into that. So after about 10 minutes, this is how the masala looks. And you can see now that the oil has started to separate and come to the surface, and the onions and the tomatoes have like broken down really nicely. So now I'm going to add the chicken tikka pieces straight into that, and don't get rid of the juices that the chicken has released. Pop them in, they will just help the chicken to cook further. So in with the chicken. And then just turn your heat up to a medium setting, and what we're going to do is we're going to now like bun the chicken for about 15 to 20 minutes until whatever remaining masala we can see inside the pot is fully broken down to create a nice sort of like thick sauce. So I'll show you how that looks once it's done. Guys, I'm just adding small amounts of water to it as I'm bunning it, just to make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan, and also just help it to cook down really, really nicely, that masala. Right guys, after 20 minutes of bunning this is now ready. So you can see all that masala has broken down really nicely, and the oil has started to sort of like separate and come to the surface. Now it's time to finish the dish off. Now the double cream carton that I've got has a measurement on here, and you can see that. And what we're going to do is we're going to add approximately 150 ml. Now I'm going to see how much I want to add to this, because I don't want the curry to be too runny, but I just want it to be really nice and sort of like thickish but not too runny-ish, if you know what I mean. So we're going to turn the heat down to a low setting, and I'm going to add half of the cream into that, roughly. A bit more. Perfect. And then just give that a stir and just see whether I want to add more into this. Now this is personal preference. You can add as much or as little as you like. I just want enough to be able to sort of like mop up my naan bread with this. Probably just needs a little bit more, because the heat has thickened it up slightly. So I'm just going to go in with a bit more. So I've added 250 ml to that now, and I'm just going to stir that. And for me, that looks perfect. And if you don't want to add any more cream into that, you don't have to. If you think that, you know, the curry's gone slightly thicker, just to add a little bit of warm water into that, just to loosen it up. I'm just going to let that heat up. And then I'm just going to add the final ingredient, which is the garam masala, straight over like that, and just stir that in. And I just want to bring this up to the boil again, bring it back to heat, because we added the cold cream into that, and it's just cooled the curry down slightly. So just bring it back up. And that looks perfect. So there you have it, guys. My chicken tikka masala is ready. And I'm going to plate this up and show you guys exactly how it looks. Right guys, my chicken tikka is all plated up and it smells amazing. So let me tuck into this and tell you guys how it is. Oh, that's so creamy. Oh, it's yummy. Slight heat from the chilies that we've added. It's absolutely lovely. Let's try some more now. And that chicken, it's so tender. It's super soft. It just melts in your mouth. Guys, a totally amazing dish there. The nation's favorite. Do give it a try. Now, if you've enjoyed the video, do show your support and give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share, comment and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. I'm going to be loading new videos up weekly, and it's going to be lots and lots of tasty dishes, homemade, true to home style cooking. Till then, take care and happy eating.